A very wise viewer that I was very privileged to talk to at the time called this the Great Vegas Renaissance. And today I'm going to run down some reasons why it's really upon us. How the city is not done, as some people predicted when the casino industry shut down for 78 days. And we're going to go over a few reasons why I think 2021, 2022 are going to be crazy. How 10 years from now, this city is going to look completely radically different. How's it going, everybody? My name is Steven, and I am not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. I hope you guys would like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for future notifications. If you guys want to do that, we do analysis videos like this, short films on the city. We're finishing off our Cosmopolitan exclusive buffet walkthrough, so that video is coming. Don't worry. Somebody called me out and said, "Where's the video?" It takes time to edit. I did it a week ago. It's got to be edited. But we also do live streams here on the channel. You guys are going to like the live streams. We do them on the weekends. If you guys want to support the channel further, you guys want to strike up a conversation, head on over to our Facebook group. It's called Not Leaving Las Vegas. It's a really great conversation group, almost 6,000 members there. We also have YouTube channel memberships as well as Patreon. Get your name in the credits either way, but on Patreon, you get more things like early access to videos. I posted up a cool video yesterday from the Bellagio. There's actually an art gallery for Cirque du Soleil that finally opened, and we did a brief short walk through there. Other ways to support the channel, VegasFaceMask.com. No S at the end. The wife makes these. Somebody wanted this fabric, so what we did was we special ordered the fabric. You guys pay up front for the fabric, and you send it to us from our online suppliers, and then we make them and send them back out. This is LA Dodgers, but I have stuff that's not LA Dodgers. It's buy one at 25, get one like this, licensed, because I can't sell them for free. VegasFaceMask.com. Handmade by my wife. It's actually 2 pieces of cotton fabric. You got to wear a mask, for example, in Nevada, probably for the next year or so at least. And you know what? It helps support the channel. All handmade, made in the USA. Ships for free. Canada is $15 shipping. UK is $25. Sorry about the shipping costs. I can't get out of that. All right, commercials over under 2 minutes into the video. But we did talk about the preamble to this video, so it's not all a commercial, so haters gonna hate, but realize I gave you the intro, and the intro is the Great Vegas Renaissance. Yeah, so somebody who was an advisor to the channel last year, who I really appreciate more than you know, was a very insightful person and gave a lot of great insights on the city, knows a lot about the industry. He said, this is the Great Vegas Renaissance. And it really is. Right now, when you go to the Strip, it's a different type of energy than it was even a month ago. And the one thing I hear from people that know I have a YouTube channel and I take a look and I analyze these is, wow, it's getting busy out there. When is it going to, it feels like it's 100% capacity, but that's the thing. It's not 100% right now. It's 50% capacity in the city. Possibly on May 1st, we go to 60, 75. We don't know what's going to happen. May 1st is the big date here in Nevada, where if we keep going down in the trends and everything looks good, then we have a chance of everything opening back up to a bigger capacity. They're going to transfer over the capacity rules and who makes them to the actual local areas. So that means that now Southern Nevada would be calling the shots, and they could go to 100%. And if they do, it's going to be ridiculous. If you guys have watched the live streams on the channel, you've seen the Strip, you've seen Fremont Street, you've seen how busy it's been. But you got to remember, again, that's 50% capacity. That's only 50% of the hotels being booked. Now, we've talked to a few people when we do our live streams. I always encourage people, if you guys want to talk, you guys want to be on the camera, hey, look, bomb my camera. I'll definitely invite you on. And one thing we've heard from people, and one thing we've heard as a general trend right now, is that the casinos are telling people that they're booked out months in advance. Now, they are booked out 50% capacity. So if a property like MGM has over 4,400 rooms, I believe, that means that they are booking 2,200 rooms right now. And that's crazy, because if you see how busy it looks right now, that's only at 50%. So I have this theory on things. And the theory is that the memory kind of works like a Polaroid picture. If you don't remember Polaroids because you're too young, no problem. It was a type of camera system where you'd take a picture, the picture would come out, you would shake it, and a chemical reaction would happen. And right in front of you, miraculously, the picture would fade into being. I think our memories work the opposite way. I think our memories work out and they fade out of being. So what you remember from Vegas is maybe key points like the crowds. And right now you think you're seeing the same amount of crowds that you saw the last time you were here, be it 2019, 2018, or beforehand, but it's not even close to that. What's going to make the big Vegas Renaissance possible is going to be the fact that international travel will eventually come back. Right now, Canadians can come to Las Vegas, but if you try to fly back into the country, you're going to be forced into a 3-day quarantine while they wait for a PCR test. You have to pay for that quarantine. Right now, English people, I don't even think you can leave. I think if you try to leave, they're going to impose a 5,000 British pound fine on you. And for those that don't know, that's like $7,500 US. It's like almost $10,000 Canadian. And that's because they're worried about things like variants and people traveling out of the country. Once those people are allowed to come back, all bets are off, you know. And I don't know that people from China are allowed to come in right now, but we have a huge contingent of people coming in from Asia and Southeast Asia that want to come back to Las Vegas. And the proof is in the pudding. I mean, people ask me this all the time. When is international travel going to come? Yeah, all sorts of rumors. People saying it's going to be back in May. Some people say it's going to be back in the fall. I know people from overseas in the UK that have been rebooking and booking their trips continuously and just kind of extending things out for the better part of a year. Once those people come back, it's going to be insane. Once the conventions come back with the World of Concrete coming up, it looks like it's going to be nuts. And I did a video on the EDC, and I just want to touch upon that briefly. I took the video down, I deleted it because I was not complimentary to the EDC. Let me explain my stance on that. I want the EDC to happen. I want it to happen safely. Yes, the EDC is similar to the World of Concrete Expo in the amount of attendance, but the difference is that's done in a 2-day period, 200,000 people, mostly shirtless, outdoors. Probably not a good thing to do next to each other, in my opinion, just my opinion. Okay, I'm not a scientist, right? But once things like EDC do come back online, it's going to bring a ton of people into the city. And rodeo events, sporting events, big giant concerts that happen out here, things like the Garth Brooks concert that should be happening out here. I mean, this is going to be the time when things just get incredibly busy. That plus the fact that this city is very business oriented. People want to come to Las Vegas and do business. We have no state personal income tax, which means that if you were due to do your TurboTax or your Quicken for your tax return, you would get to the part of the very end of the tax return where it'd say, hey, you live in a state that doesn't tax you over 8% on your personal income. You don't have to do any of that stuff, which in turn is a smart move by the state, which was set up years and years, decades and decades ago. I don't even know. Maybe it's never had a personal income tax. I have to look into it. But that means that people who are innovative, who want to start a business, are more inclined to come out here. Doctors, lawyers, people who don't even work in the tourism sector want to come out here. Californians want to come out here. If they have a high net worth and they make money every single year, it means that they're saving 8% of their net worth. And 8% of, say, $1 million is not a small amount of money. It's not insignificant. So we're transitioning from a place where people are just coming out here to see the city and the tourism industry grows to a place where people are actually starting new businesses. I work in advertising for a living in my day job. I do that 5 days a week. And you have a lot of people that come out here from parts that are not Las Vegas who just want to start a business because they know that this is a very business friendly type of town. You know, if we can ever fix the problems we have with our education system, this will be a place where big corporate companies will come out. You know, we lost out on the likes of Tesla to Texas and Amazon to other areas, but those companies are still coming out here and building infrastructure. We still have Tesla building factories in northern Nevada, which is not Las Vegas, but it brings people to the state, which in turn brings them to the city with just about a 45-minute to an hour flight or so out of Reno to come to Vegas. We have so many things that are going for us right now that I do really truly believe in the end of it all, this is going to be the true year, the true decade, the true Vegas renaissance. This will be the time when people come into town, people want a vacation here, people are pent up, they have all this energy, they have not gone anywhere, a lot of them for the better part of a year. But Vegas, aside from 78 days, has always, to some capacity this year, been open for business. I mean, credit and kudos, because a lot of people, you think you know my politics, credit and kudos goes out to Governor Steve Sisolak for doing his best to keep things open, wherein I thought that he might actually shut things down again. He didn't. This was last fall. Instead, he brought us down to 25% capacity, thereby always keeping the strip in people's minds, always keeping it open, always giving them that option to come here. Even if the hotel rates were high, they had an option to come here. They knew that there was something coming in the future. Now that we have vaccines and we're going to reach herd immunity eventually, this is it. This is the time. So if you guys are considering coming out here, if you guys are the people that have a low risk that you're not going to go and get sick or you're not going to spread it to somebody back home, come out here. Enjoy yourself. Do it responsibly. Book your hotel rooms early because it's going to get very, very busy as new things happen, like big events coming up. Man, it's only going to get better from here, and I'm glad to be on the channel to show you. So if you want to be part of the Vegas Renaissance, join the channel by clicking the subscribe button right now. We're not stopping. We're just going to continue to do more videos. It's going to be a great time. And once again, my name is Steven, and that's my video, and I'm sticking to it. I'm a Vegas blogger. I hope you guys would like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for future notifications. And why do I say that I'm a Vegas blogger. I say I'm a Vegas blogger. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm an older guy. I'm 40 years old. I'm not a young kid. And I have always known the term blog. So Blogger was a thing back in the day. It was a website where anybody could sign up for a blog. It was a text blog. There was no video back in the 90s and the early 2000s. There was video, but it wasn't accessible to all. So I always like, oh, I would be a blogger, have a blog site. I guess it's just a term that stuck around in my head for me. And what's up with the Canadian hat? Well, as I told you on the live stream last weekend, I had a friend who was supposed to come down here from Canada. He had to cancel his plans at the last minute. We're going to go online on a stream together. So I bought 2 of these hats off Amazon because, believe it or not, I don't think he could find one in locked down Ontario where he is. And so I bought him a hat. I bought me a hat. I have another hat here. It's waiting for him to come down so we could do that stream together. It was fun to get something for a subscriber. That was a cool thing. And he was going to be doing something special with us. But that's still coming, so make sure you subscribe there. All right, so this is the time of the video where we say, 3, 2, 1, click. Leave us a comment below. Are you into the Vegas Renaissance? Are you down with it? Do you think it's happening? I do. So here we go. We can look at the camera. We'll get so 3, 2, 1, click. And so 3, 2, 1, and click.